Hamza, the tourism expert. Good morning, Dr. Hamza. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
Very good, thank you.
It's a real pleasure having you here in the breakfast show. So we're talking about a partial opening, a soft opening of the Grand Egyptian Museum for Egyptians and also other visitors who have been almost waiting in anticipation for this opening, and also talking about a museum that is housing the world's largest collection of ancient Egyptian artifacts and monuments. And you know, it's not just a museum, a typical story-like museum in the sense of exhibiting only one type of artifact or ancient monuments, but a multi-facet museum that is exhibiting so many historical treasures, and even it has a movie theater, and it has also some other facets for other activities, historical activities. So if you would like, sir, to give us an overview of the Grand Egyptian Museums and what could Egyptians expect from that very powerful museum. Another Guggenheim museum here in Egypt?
Yeah, you are right. Actually, this is very good introduction for our talking about the museum this morning. The Egyptian Museum, it's as you said, it's a gift from Egypt to the world. It's not just a museum; it's an educational center for the Egyptian civilization. The world actually the people of the world were waiting a lot for this opening, or the partial opening of last Wednesday. The museum will include 100,000 pieces of the Egyptian civilization. So this is considered the largest Egyptian archaeological museum all over the world in the history. As you said, it's not going to be just a museum. It's going to be a lot of things. It's going to be an educational center. It's going to be a museum. It's going to be a commercial place also for things related to the Egyptian life and Egyptian traditions. It's going to be entertainment center in the museum, like some cinemas is going to be in the museum, some theaters are going to be in the museum, which will include a lot of shows, and a lot of cultural shows about Egypt will be done in this museum or in this place. So I prefer actually not to call it museum, I prefer to call it the civilization center, which is including everything about museum, about the life in ancient Egypt, about the life in present Egypt as well.
Or rather a civilization hub. Right.
Exactly. And something else that this museum will actually enable Egypt to be, if I'm not exaggerated, will be the #1 in the world tourism map actually in the next years. Right now they are opening the chance for 4,000 visitors every day, Egyptian and of course foreigners, and this number will be increased in the future. I'm expecting actually this opening, or this soft opening, will increase the tourist number of who are coming to Egypt in the next short period. The official opening, we are not actually decided yet when will be the official opening, because this will be a very, very international important event, and will be announced to the world to enable the people and the famous people, celebrities from all over the world to come to attend this official opening.
Right. Merna?
Good morning, Dr. Adel. Good morning
Hello?
to you. Hello?
Oh, good morning.
Good morning to you. So, Dr. Adel, as you know, the museum is located actually in a very unique place, especially that is It is located next to the pyramids of Giza. So how do you see this museum influencing Egypt's tourism sector, especially that is expected to attract a capacity of 5 million visitors annually? How do you see this?
No, actually, the location of the museum itself is something we talk about. We can talk about it for decades, because the site of the Egyptian museum right now is in the place which is the most famous place in all over the history, the plateau of Giza. So finding or establishing the museum in this area is enabling actually the people to come in this place and see the civilization for 5,000 years represented in this area. This will affect, of course, the whole tourism of Egypt. And on the map of Egypt, on the schedule for the tours in Egypt, when we used to say the pyramids of Giza and the area will take 1 day or half day to visit this area. Now it's not going to be like this. It's going to be like a week to finish the whole area of
experience.
Yeah, exactly. The whole experience will be changed. And as you know that we are right now having a company who are handling the visits in the Egyptian, in the pyramids itself, and the experience in this area will be changed totally. So the people who were planning to come to Egypt and stay to visit this area for 1 day, they will stay more than 4 or 5 days to visit or to finish this area. So that will increase, of course, the number of nights which is be in Egypt. And of course, following this, there are a lot of hotels that are going to open in this area.
Yes. Right. Dr. Adel, we only have less than 1 minute. Let me ask you the most important question. Of course, awaiting is 5,000 relics for Tutankhamun's collection that are going to be showcased, including artifacts, of course, on display. So if you could brief us on this very important piece of news, real quick.
Actually, this is for the first time in the history to find all the collection of Tutankhamun in one place. This is very shortly.
Right.
For the first time in the history to find all the collections of Tutankhamun in one place.
Right. On that note, of course, Dr. Adel Hamza, the tourism expert, I'd like to thank you, sir, talking to us on the breakfast show, and you have a beautiful day. I guess, Myrna, by this we come to the end of this edition of the breakfast show. It's all the pleasure to have you with me.
It's my pleasure. The pleasure is mine. I thank you, dear viewers, for watching us for the past 2 hours, and it was such a lovely morning. Thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Dina.
My pleasure.